Hey there, guys. It's Kage TQT coming at you, and uh, here we go again, folks. So, reason for this video, and even I'll admit, I definitely missed this one. We are looking at another. Hold on a second here. Another cheating situation, and this time yeah, it's not really affecting anybody. I mean, everybody's going to get the icons, but it's still the fact that there's still some of these people out there, and they've made it obvious to some folks. And this is credit based off of Reddit. It's even credit off of a couple of people who came into my live stream the other night, even pointed it out to me. Because I was like, "Are you sure they're doing this? Are you really sure they're cheating? You know, this Monster Battle hard mode?" And it's like, well, take a look at their box. Like, see what's going on there. These guys have like Orochi. And it's like, how do they have Orochi to the awakening level they have him with what they have in reserve for units? So here's Orochi. They've got it to 4 stars now. So okay, this is something. So they've got a 4-star Orochi. Okay, how do they have this unit to where it's at? Well, let's look at their box. So, even if they could potentially brute force the fight, which, with what they have here, there's no absolute fucking way they can do it. They'd have to go with the poison strat. So, okay. Tank-wise, they've got a B5 golem at level 80. That's not clearing Orochi 10, folks. That is not getting Orochi 10 clear. Just not happening. In terms of offense, what could potentially two-shot the Serpents? I mean, offense-wise, he doesn't really have much here. This guy just... No. There's not really anything here for offense. And then for what he would use for poison, well, let's take a look. Where he has Hell Gladiator, I know he does. But his Hell Gladiator is an S normal, level 30. You're going to tell me that homeboy set this guy up with that unit and was able to poison. Now, I'm not an expert on some of this stuff by any means of the imagination, because people can be very, very, resourceful. But you need at least 600 something HP to take the initial hit with a Hell Gladiator for the poison setup. So he's not poisoning this. He's not doing it. There's no way he's getting the poison set up. I don't even think he has King Bubble, so that's out of the equation. So his only way to do the poison strategy is to go ahead and do it with Hell Gladiator. Now, originally when I was looking at this, before I wanted to make this video, he had only had 3 stars. So this tells me right away he's getting a star a week, and he's cheating. He's absolutely... There's some bullshit going on here, folks. There's no way he just jumped up another star, from last week to this week without, doing a serious amount of Orochi on the higher end. And it's like, how? I mean, let's take a look at what my box looks like for how to pull off the poison strat. Now, mind you, there's some variations here that will work for that. So it's not the end-all, be-all. But for how I position the team, and again, I mean, I don't really have any stars for this. It just isn't. It is what it is. I just got the poison strat done. Let's go ahead and find my poison team. This is what I have set up. And let's look at the stats real quick. Let's take a look. Let's look at the actual stats. Now, some of their gear is missing, so I'm going to put it back as if we were going to be doing that Orochi fight. Just to show you what I need, because Baramos needs a little over 1,044 HP to tank a hit from a Serpent to be able to get the hit in. So, with that set up there, that's good. Hell Gladiator just needs a little over 600 HP, which he should have on S500, no problem. We have a dedicated healer, which I did not see in his box, something that's able to sustain, and we have a dedicated tank. So I'm going to show off the stats we have here in a moment. I'm just going to, again, put everything to where it needs to be. So let's go ahead and give that to Ghost. And then let's go ahead and give him this shield real quick. So let's go ahead and take a look at these stats. And again, he doesn't really need armor in this situation. It's just, yeah, we're good there. So let's look at the member details for how this is set up. Hell Gladiator, he has over 600. I mean, he's able to get the poison. Wait, that's another good thing. Hold on a second. I didn't even think of that real quick. He doesn't even get his poison move to 51. Yeah. Okay, so that just adds to it. But again, these are like the stats I've used for poison. Now, granted, you might not have King Bubble Slime. It makes it harder to do because there's less chances to envenom. But with this strat, this setup, this team, stage 10 is able to be cleared with the poison strat. It is tedious. Now, there are other strats to do the fight, but I haven't seen anybody been able to do like a 3-star clear on 10 so far. I think Foxy's come close. I think Foxy's got like a 2 or 3-star on 9, but that was with, you know, that's with Max Awakened Bodkin from the Curio banner. That's with some serious firepower. And that's on 9. Difference between 9 and 10 is an additional unit add-on after the birds. A 5k dino comes out towards the end. And it's very hard to handle all that and still have enough to take out Orochi. So that's strike one against that guy. There's no way he got that Orochi to where, you know, he's able to get that legitimately. So he's cheating in that regard. So you're a piece of shit. I mean, you're an absolute piece of shit. It's like, I don't get these guys. I don't get why they cheat. I really don't. And now let's go to, now mind you, again, this ranking doesn't mean too much. You know, everybody's going to get it. Everybody top 3,000 is going to get it. It's just the fact that these people are kind of showing themselves. And again, even I missed it. I will admit, I didn't even think to look at this. I remember briefly mentioning that, you know, potentially maybe there'd be somebody who could cheat in this board, but I thought to myself, well, why would you do that? You would just put yourself out in the open for no risk at all. You'd put yourself out there and you wouldn't be getting anything extra. You just have your name on the leaderboard. And it's like, would somebody be dumb enough to do this? And from what was pointed out on Reddit by Reddit user, what was his name here? And I'll also have his post linked down in the description. Sad_camera7232. He pointed out Supreme, and he pointed out one other individual here, this 2021 guy. Let's take a look at his box too. And just looking at it, it's like, well, how did he one-turn all of those monsters to get up that high in the battle? And also, you'll notice a very, very interesting reoccurring theme here for him when we get to it. Even he's got an armored scorpion that's not even up to snuff. It's just, it doesn't make sense. His armored scorpion is not there. I mean, it just doesn't make any semblance of sense here and how, you know, he was able to do that. Even his, yeah, no, it's just like not even his golem is A6. He's got a 4-star Orochi too. He's leveled him up a bit, but he's got a 4-star as well. So you're going to mean to tell me this guy, similar situation here, was able to do that match, was able to get that done. He's at least got a King Bubble. So, I mean, he's got more of a possibility to clear it out than the other guy. But he's got no real tank for it. He's got, the closest thing he has is that B5 Golem. And there is no way that B5 Golem at level 55 is tanking Orochi 10 and getting that fight done for him. It's just not happening. So, I mean, those two, well played for pointing that out. I mean, maybe there's a couple more in here that we could see that might be doing that as well. We'll take a look at a few other boxes. Let's take a look at this guy's here. I mean, he's got Max Awakened Baramos. He's got a lot of strong units here. Max Emperor. He's S5 with him, but, I mean, he's got, you know, an A6 Scorpion. Who does he have for poison? He's got Hell Gladiator for poison, and you don't really need, again, if you have at least 600 something HP, which here he meets the criteria, he's got 825, he'll be able to sustain that hit, because you only really need to take one hit with the formation. So, I mean, he's got all the dynamics here to get that done, and he's got his Orochi to 4. And he's also maxed out to 100. I mean, this is way more believable. He's got the foundation here to actually get that done. He's got the tank, he's got a healer, he's got raw power, he's got a decent Sorrow and Baramos combination for being able to execute not only the monster battles at a high-end rate to get things done, but also to get the actual Orochi. And you've got Sharkai here. Sharkai is one of our guys in the Discord. Let's take a look at his box real quick. You've got him. He's got, for this one, S6 Deb. He's got the Hell Gladiator ready to go. Let's see if I don't think he has Orochi, though. If I remember correctly talking to him, I don't even think he bothered trying to do Orochi. He didn't want to do the poison strat for the most part. And I'm looking through. I don't see an Orochi at all here. So, I mean, and this guy could easily power his way through some of those stages if he wanted to. With what he's got, with what he's working on for his box. Wouldn't be a problem for him. I mean, he could at least, let's see here. He's got... Let's go back up to the top. So he's got the Hell Gladiator. Okay, good. He's got the Armored Scorpion, so he's got the tank. He's got the healer. He could probably S5 that healer. That would help him out a bit more if he wanted to try the higher levels. He's got the Bodkin. Bodkin's max. So, I mean, he's got a solid formation here, and he hasn't even bothered to do Orochi. So, I mean, it's just one of those things where, you've got people who, they've got the arsenal on hand, and they're just like, nope, not doing it. Let's look at this guy here, too. Let's see. He's got Max Sorrow, Max Zoma. He's got a lot of good units here. He's got his Emperor to S5. He's got his Armored up. He's got his Hell Gladiator. I mean, he's got a tank. He's got King Bubble as well. He's only got the 4 stars, but I mean, better than not having it that far. And he's got a foundation for Orochi. So let's see where he's at with his Orochi, if he's gotten Orochi farmed up at all. Let's see here. Let's look through. See if we can spot the Orochi. I don't think he has it either. I'm looking through here. I don't see him. It's just one of those things where, you've got people who have the arsenal and they just don't want to go for him because it is a stam commitment. I don't blame them for not doing it, but, you're going to mean to tell me these guys with these arsenals on hand who see the risk involved and would kind of shy away from it for the most part, don't take it, and then you've got these other guys with these Bobo boxes and they've got, oh, well, Max Awakened Orochi. Well, let's look at this guy here. He's got an Armored Scorpion to 5. He's got, let's see here, does he have a Hell Gladiator or King Bubble for poison? I don't see, okay, he's only got him to 3, so what's that one wouldn't really fly in terms of poison. Does he even have an Orochi? He's got King Bubble. I mean, this guy would have a hard time getting Orochi up there, and he doesn't have him either. So, it's just one of those things. You're looking at some of these people. Oh, here's my box. I should be showing this off, but I mean, even I struggle a bit with Bjorn having to do it twice. But again, if my Sorrow was a bit higher, it'd be easier for me, and I probably could strategize and get him whittled down. But I mean, here I do have a Max Orochi because I have the formula down pack. So if anything, I could at least say I am a decent Orochi expert with the poison strat. I have executed it flawlessly many times to get this done for this week. So on that note, I can at least attest to that there is some fuckery going on here. And that I've already spoken to Malcolm about it, but I figured doing this video as well, pointing out some of the inconsistencies of what's going on to show them off. Because again, hey, I didn't even take to look at this in the first place. I mean, again, this is other people in the community who pointed this out, and it's like, well, kind of don't want to do another cheating video, but yeah. But I will say this much: I should have probably started this at the start of the video, but I really do want to thank Aiming and Malcolm. They took care of the cheaters for Arena. They kept their word. They got them taken care of. Didn't give me any compensation. Could have used some gems or coins or something, you know. Help a brother out here. Arena coins would be nice, but they took care of it. They got it done at the end of the day, and I've got a lot of faith that as long as, you know, they get a chance to look at these players, which we've now shined light on them, that they'll get this taken care of as well. Now, maybe they'll keep their rank in this, which, you know, it is what it is. Again, these are just icons, but they're blatantly cheating, and, you know, fuck them. You know, anybody who wants to come in here and diminish the value and hard work that other people have put in and the money they've spent and cheat this game, I fucking hate you. You're scumbags. You're absolute pieces of shit. You know, go spend some money on the game, and if you can't do that, don't play the fucking game, or, you know, try and play the game legitimately. This isn't a single player game where this isn't a single player game. Now, yeah, it's a one player experience, but your progress, your things are shared with everybody across the world. So I want to see people who legitimately do well in the game. I don't want to see some Joe Schmo who has a level 30 Hell Gladiator with a 4-star fucking Orochi coming around swinging his dick and then coming in here and cheating this leaderboard just because they can. You're an absolute piece of shit, and I hope you get taken down, and I hope your progress gets wiped, and you learn from this. You know, you want to show off and be like, oh, look at me, I'm on the leaderboard. Well, yeah, maybe next time, either cheat better or don't cheat at all. I'd rather you not cheat at all, but I don't think you're going to do that. And if you do decide to watch this video, I fucking hate you. I fucking hate everything you people stand for. I absolutely do. You guys are fucking garbage. Like, what's the point of even playing a game if you've stripped all the challenge away from it? Like, what's the point? This is a tactical game. You're supposed to think. You're supposed to progress and get better and figure things out, or throw a bunch of money at it and just smash it. Which, I've done option B. I've done option B. Done option A sometimes, but option B works, yeah. But on that note, just wanted to bring attention to this. You know, let everybody know, hey, this is a real thing. You know, that guy in Reddit, he made some clear points, and again, the link to the post will be down in the description. And yeah, I just don't get it. I mean, I just don't get why you would risk your account just to be in the top 20 for something where the rewards don't matter. Because again, here's what the rewards are before we go. Here's what everybody's playing for, that, and it's nothing profound. It really isn't. Oh, so while we're at it, the 14th is the next. Okay, we're coming up on that soon too. But here is what we are playing for, folks, and this is what baffles me. You know, if you're gonna at least do some crazy shit, risk your account, you know, do it for something. I don't know. Do it for something a little bit worthwhile. This is it. For everybody in normal, they get 1 medal. For everybody in hard, ranks in 3,000. So as long as you get a bunch in, I mean, I had like 3, and I'm 700. I'll have more by the end. You get 18 medals, and those medals get you some cool icons. So if you get top 3,000, you can have all the icons. Of course, you need top 3,000 just to get rainbow, because again, you're going to get 8 if you get between 3,001 and 30,000, and you're not going to have enough to get that medal by 1, because you're going to have 9 total, 1 from normal and that. So you have to get in that bracket. So essentially, the only thing you're getting is a rainbow icon that several thousand other people will have, which you didn't have to cheat to get. I mean, you really did. It makes no sense, but you kind of fucked yourselves in the regard that people could look at your box after the fact, and it's like, oh, let's take a look what else this guy's doing. What's this guy doing right? Because he's got 30 of these hard mode clears. It's like, oh, wait a second, he's a piece of shit cheater. Oh, okay. Yeah. Well, on that note, folks, thank you again for joining. I'll also have the Discord down in the link as well. If you want to come in and join the community, they also pointed out some stuff there as well in regards to this, and it's a great community. We got a lot of people there. I hate to say it, but we're kind of more active than the main Discord for this game now. So come on down, have some fun. We're pretty open to games and other things there. And even if you want to try out some other games or make suggestions for other stuff to take a look at, or even for myself to play, not for the YouTube. I'm gonna keep everything Dragon Quest here, mind you. But for Twitch, when I do Twitch, I'm open to game suggestions. I like playing RPGs and other things of that nature, MMOs, and yeah, come on over. It's fun. Other than that, folks, thank you again for joining. Thank you if you made it this far through the video. And my next one is going to be a bit more lighthearted and going over some stuff from the anniversary for the JP. And I'm going to have some interesting insights on that and what I think we can expect to see sooner rather than later. And on that note, folks, you have a good night. Take care. Thank you again for watching. Bye-bye.